our sniper position from yesterday, hoping we find our buck. We nicknamed him Stingy because he's really stingy with how much time he spends on his feet. Ryan came up with that. But yeah, we're making our way in. Ryan's a little bit ahead of me because, well, I had to take care of some morning business. So, hopefully, we get up in here and this buck comes out this afternoon or this morning. We get a good shot on him. I'm just not that tall. Giant down there. He looks really heavy, studly, and then there's another young buck. Is he in range? Yeah, he's 384 right now. He's down on that yellow finger, that little slit. Yeah, on this. But it looks like he's gonna cut over towards the ridge. Let's look. Man, he was looking straight at me, and he looked like he had junk, like he's really heavy. Let's go sneak a peek and see if side of him here, so we're gonna back up to these upper rocks and see if we can't find him. I know there's two different bucks down there, so. Set up on these deer. We got in position right about the time they boot scooted into the forest, but they were really active this morning, running around, blowing at each other, chasing each other. There's at least 4 bucks,
But right now we're just set up and waiting for him to come back. We're back in our spot. I guess we should have been here earlier. But it's still early in the morning, and that buck ought to come back and come through our little kill box. We'll see. They're blowing.
How far? It's like 500. He's broadside right now. Is he on the other hillside or over here? He was on the, now he's coming back to another little buck. He's by look where the sand is.
He's near the top, isn't he?
Yeah, he's chasing that other one around. I don't know what he's running from. They're just running. Because I feel like running.
Dang it.
Where's the deer that's blowing right now? I mean, he was like, just looked like he was bird dogging, looking for a doe.
I know.
Head to the ground. There's Spaz again.
But that's what he was doing here, too. chasing another couple bucks just all over the place. And I don't know what he's doing. He's running all over that mountain over there. Other deer are blowing. It's mad chaos. I don't know. We're just kind of sitting tight, waiting for him to come in range. He was right about 500 yards. 450, 500, which is a bit of a poke, but didn't matter because he didn't even hold still. They're definitely hard to shoot when they're just shooting all over the place like that. But we're in a great spot. I mean, we've seen him run this ridge a number of times. Right now he's in this pocket, which is where I saw in the morning, the very first day I saw him. But whatever's going on, I don't know. That 3x3 buck is just, that smaller buck is just following him like stuck on glue, as if he just wants to follow that buck because he knows that buck knows where where a hot doe is. And I don't know, maybe he's trying to ditch that buck so he can go back to the doe without him on his butt. He might have that doe stashed somewhere. I have no idea. But it's weird behavior. We don't know enough about whitetails, I guess, to understand what's going on. Alright. We grabbed our crap and we're moving to a little bit better spot to see if we can get to where we can get a closer shot if this buck shows up. Comes running back. Well, we set up in a new spot. We're right over the top where that buck was spending most of his morning. We watched him run up this face, go pretty much over the top and around the corner to the north side. He's probably bedded in that thick cover. Our hope is that he comes out into the open once more. We've seen some small bucks kind of make their way up there as well into that thicket. So for whatever reason, they blew over there. They bird dogged their way over there. And I think he's bedded now. But who knows? Sure is a lot of movement. They don't know we're here. We have a 200-yard shot. If he comes below us, 300 on the rim here, 350 if he comes out on this top over here. So he's well within range. We just need him to get out of bed and cruise through here. Yesterday he did that around 11 o'clock. So I'm not sure what time it is now. Do you know? I think it's about noon. Is it? That's 11:15. It's 11:15, so he may have done his thing. We never saw him yesterday after 11 o'clock. We have seen some 2 o'clock movement as well after they bed. It's like they bed a second time, but with the rut, anything can happen, because anything can happen. Something might push in, he might get pissed off, he might chase off a younger buck, and you never know. Where are they, Ryan?
They're coming there, this side of the ridge.
Where?
They're in the brown stuff right now.
On the face?
Yeah. Just look. They're just to the left of where it flattens out.
chasing. They're going nuts.
Just look with your eyes right here. Down almost into the flat. Yeah, flat, where it's yellow grass. To the right. So, that'll get the big guy going, hopefully. Just get a couple more turn it around. One of them's gonna be the big guy. One of those looking in there. I'm on the rock right now.
Dude, those things are hauling us thousands of yards. That is unbelievable. Where's our big boy, Ryan?
He's gotta come out.
Right there, big buck. That's our buck.
Yeah, I'm on him. He's right next to her.
Okay.
Wait, is that our big buck? Yeah.
Okay. Still 380? Still 380?
He's getting a little closer. $370.
Huh?
$370.
All right. Are you on him?
You got him?
Where'd he go? I lost him.
He's behind a tree. He's coming out. Now he's out. He's moving to the left.
What?
He's moving to the left.
I'm on him.
He's coming out. He's right there.
On the hill?
Yep. In the rocks.
Okay, what's the range there, Ryan?
He's coming our way. He's getting close, dude. He's just spastic. Now he's in the yellow grass at 350.
I can't find him.
He's in the flat in the yellow grass with oak trees are. He's moved to the right of it. Now he's right in the middle of it.
Oh, I see him.
He's just bird dogging.
He's gonna end up over here where they were at.
He's right in the flattest of flat where the oak trees are. The yellow grass.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, he's bird dogging all through that. There he's on the backside. He's moving to the right, kind of going up the hill. Yeah, that's pretty far. Going up the hill in the yellow grass on the other hill. I see him. He's 420. He's following where those does ran. They ended up over there right there. He's on their line where they ran. Do you see him? Yeah. Moving across that base there. He's taking the exact path they took. They ended up right on this ridge at 350. Right on the 400 right here. This ridge was 350. He's getting close to the ridge where the rocks are. Where that rock, that little top is. Yeah. He's bird dogging. He's going into that canyon. What's that? He's right in the cut now. Oh, he is. Here he comes. I think he'll get us at 350. He's gonna come out right there. Yeah, he's coming. What? He's coming right to the ridge. Why can't I see him? Right where those rocks are. He's to the right of that already. He's gonna come to our flat top ridge. There he is. What? He's on it. I don't see him. He's right on the flat top. At 350. Yes, just standing there broadside. Oh, I see. Still 350? Yep. Yeah, 340. I'm on him. He's at 340. I lost him again. There he is. $320. Oh. He's still there, 320. What is he? 330. $350? 340. Okay. Stand still, buddy. Stand still. Stand still. Yeah, 340. is he? Shoot. I don't see him. See him running down. Is he dead?
What?
Did you get him?
He looks...
I saw the doe shoot down.
He's still standing there beneath that bouquetilla. There he is right there.
See him? I'm not on him.
Okay.
I'm on him. I'm on him. Yep. Oh, punched him.
All right. We did it. We got that giant.
Big Creek Nasty is down.
Look, folks, they're small targets. I felt like I was trying to hit a jackrabbit at 350. It's a good thing, too, that you have, like, if I was by myself, it is really hard. They disappear so quick. They're just little dots. But having a buddy here,
And he's just like a pinball machine, man.
if you take your eyes off and he was right there, he sprinted 100, 200 yards over there. This light, too, my eyes are just,
Yeah.
they're burned.
You know what saved us is he took the exact line that the two small bucks were chasing this hot doe. He heard all the ruckus, and it got him out of his little sleepy spot over there.
It also,
He got on that track and followed it to a T,
like a bird dog.
right to where we thought he'd end up. Like, he started over here, he ended up right where the others did.
It's funny, you mentioned he was 350 on that ridge is the last time you saw the buck and the does that were rutting.
We were like, that's probably where he's gonna end up.
Yeah, and sure enough, he did. He came exactly to that point. Well, that doe was actually bedded right there. We never saw her lay down.
Yeah.
So he was
Missed it.
almost to her. In fact, I shot him when he was 30 yards away maybe or so,
Yeah.
because they both jumped up.
He's a giant buck. He's heavy. He's gonna be even more impressive. I think the closest we've seen him is about 300 yards or 250, I guess.
Yeah.
Down here, but
These bucks don't hold still, and he just gives you that moment. But as he got tired, he started to slow down a little bit, and I was like, okay. It was a smart move for us to move,
yeah,
because where we were at earlier,
we'd have never had any of that.
nope, getting right in this pocket was perfect.
It took a little Forky to go rouse up a little doe.
It was
Get the
2
whole
bucks.
Party going.
Yeah.
It was just like turned it on. The whole hill came alive. Started blowing. And
It was-
woke him up.
It was like he lost that doe. He was frantic earlier. And that fork, he turned her up, it looked like.
Yeah.
And he was on her like crazy, and he was blowing and blowing and blowing, and that was wild to watch. They went all up and down and around. We knew he was going to show up, though. We knew it.
That was fun filming him, just like back and forth and all over the other side. I can't wait to get down there to see him.
Circled around. We're coming in above where this buck, where we shot the buck. Should be right in front of us down this little hole.
See, they ended up right below us, which was right there. I think it's further up there, because they came out right off that.
He should be right around this corner. There's tracks everywhere.
Right by him.
Oh, dude. In the shadow. Oh. Yes.
Look at that stud.
The sun in the shade. Oh, dude. I'll take that. Look how small his body is, dude. That is a tiny animal. Look at that.
Ooh. Yeah, we saw that the first day, his front, where he kind of wanted to split again, you know.
Right there, he's all kind of got some extra stuff. Oh, dude. That was cool. Just trying to get him was such a cool little challenge, you know? Look how tiny his head is. I mean, they're small critters. I don't think they get... I mean, it's a mature buck, dude. Dude.
Stud coues.
I don't know, he's probably about the same as some of your bucks.
That's bigger than mine.
Really?
Than that 2 years ago's one? Yeah, he's bigger than that.
What about last
year's?
year's?
He's different. He's different.
Yeah. I like how he wraps around.
Yeah. I think when they look at you straight up from down below like that, yeah, it looks different.
These are hard to judge because they don't go out,
Mm-hmm.
and so the tine length, it stays tight, it stays compact. I think it's really tough to tell how big one of these is. You know, if you compare him to that other buck that we saw, that other buck looked heavy, that 3x3. But look at all that rutting and rubbing, dude. All green.
Yeah.
He's just going up on all the trees.
He's a stud.
Look at that.
Let's pull the dropper. Dude, they're so small. You don't realize it when you're just looking through binos and everything. Yeah. Well, he wanted to throw something down here.
Other eyes are shining like the sea for you, clean chandelier. I'm a ghost to you, you're a ghost to me, a bird's eye view chandelier.
Well, you don't realize how small these things are until you get them on the ground, and still every single time I do it, I'm still shocked. Look how bony and thin it is.
Yeah, he's been
Like desert
hard because he's got no fat on him at all.
None. It's crazy, like these horns, you know. What I really liked about this buck was that main beam. And it's got some mass, it curves it all around. He's a little bladed here, some eye guards. He's kind of got, he's compact, but he's got some mass and he's got some length. Definitely a really cool deer.
See, he's been fighting with another buck too. He's all scraped up.
Mm-hmm.
Those big front blades. Scratched up.
Yeah, I think it's his main beam that's the coolest. Check him out from behind. What do you think?
Dude, couesdeer look incredible from the backside. Look at that.
It's wild. It just, I can't get over how small it is.
They are tiny, tiny targets.
Ryan's up next, and it's time to find another giant coues. This buck is super cool. See that white on his hoof? Like, this is just a wild deer, man. Couldn't be happier. I can't say enough, man. It's just the coolest. I love coues deer in general. They're just the coolest deer. I need to get one like this with a bow. Hasn't happened yet. It's a big bucket list item, but for now, man, this was cool. Love it.
Well, you're somewhere in between, fast asleep, fly and dream. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me, a bird's eye.
Man, he was looking straight at me. And he looked like he had junk, like he's really heavy.
I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me, a bird's eye view of San Luis. I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me, a bird's eye view of San Luis.
We did it.
I'm a ghost to you, here it goes to me, a bird's eye view of San Luis.
All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed this film. Brad and I are going to do a little post-hunt breakdown here in just a minute. We're going to talk a little bit about the shot, how that went down. We're going to talk about some coues deer behavior, how they were rutting and going crazy.
Yeah.
The blowing is something to behold. A little story behind all of that.
Yeah.
We'll fill you in on that behind the scenes sort of give you more context. Before we do that, right now we have 2 big giveaways going on that you can get in on before midnight tonight, which consists of shopping at the Gritty store for a sweatshirt or a hat or a gritty t-shirt, water bottle, something like that. Any of those things, if you shop over there, every $10 gets you entered to win the ultimate backcountry hiking package that we put together, which is an initial ascent backpack. I think though that's about $500 or $600 pack. We've got a pair of crispy boots, similar price range. Pair of sheep feet orthotics. You can get the Peaks trekking poles, Peaks gaiters, and Peaks headlamp, all hiking package that we put together. All you got to do is shop over at the Gritty store. We appreciate everyone so far who has gone over there and supported us by shopping, getting a hat or a shirt. Yeah. It really does help us continue to do what we're doing. The other one is Stealthy Hunter.
Yeah.
Ryan and Hillary put together a prize package over there. And theirs closes at midnight as well. If you want to get in on that prize package, which consists of a PSE bow, Day 6 arrows, Day 6 broadheads, Western Hunting Summit Pass, a GOHUNT Insider membership, lifetime, and a $500 gift card to GOHUNT, you can get entered to win all of that stuff just by shopping over at Stealthy. I recommend the CBD products, the gummies for sleep. I like the E-Charge.
Hammer and the E-Charge and the protein powder.
And if you don't have a rifle cover or glassing pad, you can do that. Yep. If you shop over there, it helps all of us. Use the code GRITTY. We're going to pick a winner.
Same time.
Midweek. Look for a video on our YouTube channel where we pick the 2 winners. And then next Sunday, we're going to do our next film, which is Ryan Lamper's tightening the noose on a giant KUIU buck. It's a fun film. We have, I think, 2 parts for that. They're pretty long parts, but tune into those. You don't want to miss them. It's a cool hunt. This is an incredible KUIU buck as well. It's a fun film, and we're gonna kick off a new giveaway next Sunday as well. A couple new giveaways that I think you'll be keen to get in on. It's going to be a cool giveaway.
Yep.
And so if you leave a comment on this video, you'll be entered to win a pair of sheep feet orthotics next Sunday when we do that drop. In the meantime, if you left a comment on the last video, you were entered to win a pair of Peaks trekking poles, and Brad is scrolling through the comments now.
Yep.
Trying to randomly select one. Brad, are you about ready?
I am ready now.
Go. Who do we got?
Eric Mack. Love the Wild West vibe. Videos are second to none.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Eric Mack. Yep.
So if you want to be entered to win a pair of sheep feet orthotics, just leave a comment on this video now. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We very, very much appreciate all the support that you guys give to us. Can't thank you enough. Let's get into the hunt itself. Let's do a little post-hunt breakdown. Something that we noticed on this hunt that we had never experienced before, at least at this magnitude, was the blowing. Normally when we hear, especially a whitetail deer, but deer in general, snort and blow, that's an alarm.
Game over. See ya.
It's butts and dust. Deer are gone. You're screwed. Hunt's over.
Watching whitetails do this.
But in this case, that wasn't what was happening. They blew when they were rutting. So we put that together pretty quick. That if we heard that sound on this hunt, that it meant we were getting some action.
Get set up and look.
It was hard rut activity. Coming home, did a little reading. Got on some whitetail couesdeer forums, started doing some research, digging into it, because I wanted to figure out what the heck was going on. Is this normal? Is this a pocket we were in? Is this what couesdeer do? We've heard them do this before. I've watched does blow at young bucks, like, get the hell away from me, kind of. Yeah. It seems like an annoyance blow. But this what I learned from some forums was a bunch of couesdeer aficionados and experts, gurus. They're saying that couesdeer blow when they're rutting, and there's an alarm blow and there's a rut blow, and they're 2 different sounds. And some fellas use a call to mimic the rut blow to hunt, to call couesdeer bucks in. And I can totally see it working, because that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah.
After the buck disappeared, embedded, or, he lost track of that doe while he was chasing chasing that other buck away.
Off, yeah.
He loses track of her, goes frantic. He can't find her. He disappears. We move in closer, set up, and we wait. One of those little bucks found that doe, and all hell broke loose. 3 or 4 bucks were running around, does running around, and the blowing went off the chain.
Yeah.
Blow, 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 blow. And it just got louder and louder. These deer ran 1,000 yards, 500 yards, 600 yards, 700 yards, 300 yards, just bolting, all in different directions. This behavior was this level of blowing, constant blowing that we had not experienced before. So I could see how if Jason Phelps, for example, came up with a snort wheeze kind of couesdeer call, that buck knew exactly what was going on. The buck I was after, we can call him Stingy. That's what Ryan wanted to name him.
Neurotic.
I think Houdini was a much better name. But he pops out of the woods, and he is on it. And he looks for that doe. He's patient, though. You can tell he's mature. He starts zigzagging to pick up her scent. And he's kind of on it, kind of loses it. I think because she'd been hanging out there all day.
Yeah.
But then he hit this fresh scent, and you could see like a light switch switched on.
Changed.
He was on that track like a bird dog.
Yeah.
And nose an inch or two off the ground and just running. At times, he's just running the track. And then he'd lose track. And wherever that doe went in circles or up a hill and back down, he literally followed her footsteps as if there was a line painted where she had walked.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable, the nose on this deer and how he was tracking her. So I could see how that call got him up and out of his bed and coming in. By the time he got there, she had settled down and was kind of tucked away with that younger buck in the bushes. And we knew he was, as we observed his behavior, he's probably going to come right to the tree she was under. He was on her.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, I tried to get on him over there. The thing is, the buck never sat still long enough for me to feel settled. The elevation changes with the rifle up and down were the hardest part, but turning left and right was also difficult. And by the time I was settled and I felt good about a 350-yard shot, he would walk again, and then I'd have to readjust. All of it was quick. Like he was not, you saw him. He was just running all over, zigzagging
all over the place.
That was a hard thing to settle in on and get a nice, comfortable shot. The other issue was he's hard to see. I mean, they're literally like ghosts.
Mm-hmm. They just disappear.
I'm watching with my naked eye because Ryan's in the scope and he's zoomed in, and so he can see it and he can track it on the tripod. And he's like, he's right here, he's right here, he's right here. But I'm in and out of the scope trying to on the rifle. And when I had to really adjust for elevation, I had to like completely come out of the scope, move the rifle, resituate it.
And then you lose.
And then I'm like, where is he, Ryan? Where did he go? It was really tough to stay on him.
Well, and then if you want to talk about difficulties, then you both have earplugs in.
Yeah.
And so you can't hear each other.
Talk about cringy. When I was doing the edit, I'm like, dude, we're talking past each other constantly. Like, how far is he? Ryan goes, he's 320. And I'm like, he's 350? He's like, 340. Like, I didn't hear a word he said.
No.
He didn't hear a word I said half the time. So we've got suppressors on the way. So the earplugs will be a thing of the past.
Yes.
Which we're long overdue for that. And I think Ryan already has his, and he's getting it dialed on his rifles. So this issue of being deaf, on the shot, like not being able to talk to each other.
The lack of communication.
Yeah.
No longer a problem. Shouldn't be.
It was, it's hard because you're trying to protect your hearing, but at the same time.
But you're close. I mean, when you're within 400 yards of a couesdeer.
We were 300, 250.
The voice carries
in the desert
so much in the desert.
It can carry. And you don't know what deer might be just below you, and then that deer blows, and then they all leave.
Yep.
So, yeah, we were trying to be patient and get that shot that we wanted. Unfortunately, I lost track of the buck. I mean, I had him. Then he was dropping elevation. He's getting closer and closer to the doe.
And so you're readjusting.
So I had to readjust, and by the time I got set up, I'm like, Ryan, where'd he go? And he had stopped behind some trees.
Yep.
I couldn't see him.
Ryan has him in frame.
Yeah, Ryan has him in the frame in the camera, like toward the bottom corner of the camera. Yep. So he comes over and he tells me, he's like, right here. I find the buck. I'm like, okay, got him. I'm getting set up. I'm aiming. I'm splitting that Okatia, and I'm like putting that shot right in there, trying to figure out where his vitals are. I'm getting settled in there. And Ryan, when he gets back on the camera, he's like, where is he? He says, where is he? Well, the buck is in the camera already, but he moved the camera and then he couldn't find the buck himself.
Yeah.
And you can see as he's like searching frantically
just
for
everywhere.
the deer. He whispers, "I don't see the deer. I don't see the deer."
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't hear it. My earplugs were in.
You see the camera stop, and he pulls up his binos to relocate the deer, and that's about what time.
Yeah.
Boom.
He's moving the camera around. And he's like, you can see the frustration. You can hear it. He's like, crap. And he just abandons the camera.
Yep.
And right then is when I shoot.
Yeah.
I think the camera shakes a little bit. As soon as I shoot, he lets go of it. And that buck actually ironically runs right. If he had stayed in the camera, he'd have seen it run into the frame. But he popped out to look at the hill with his binos or his naked eye.
Yep.
And had no idea where the deer was. And I tracked him. As soon as I shot him, I saw him run down and stop. And so I'm looking at the deer, and Ryan's like, "Is he dead?" And I'm looking at it going, "Well, no." And I was trying to figure out if he'd been shot or not.
Yeah.
Because shot goes off, it's hard to tell for sure, and the tree is just there that I can't see if he's been shot.
Yep. Right.
And but then I can see his mouth hanging open, so I'm trying to decide: has he been shot? Has he not been shot? And I say he's just standing there, And then I settle in for another shot. Ryan gets ready, and then Ryan's like, "I got him. He's good." This time I made sure, and that Ryan had him on the camera, and then I shot him. It happened. It happened very slowly. It was an agonizing couple of hours, but that was cool to see the rut behavior, to see the nose on the deer, to see how they use their vocals during the rut to blow, and it's just interesting behavior. I'm very keen to try to call one like that because he lost his mind. It just attracted multiple deer. Yeah, as soon as she started making that noise, boom, all these deer showed up. It was just flies to honey. So the other thing is, it does seem that he was courting a harem. Like this buck. We talked about how they have a tight home range. They don't go very far. It seems like the does have a 0.7 mile radius that they spend most of their lives in. So he knows this doe. This is his spot. He kind of owns that area. And it did seem that, he wasn't going to go 2 miles that way to find another deer. Like they stay in that little pocket, in their little home pocket. Right. So we kind of knew, like, if we don't get him today, we'll get him tomorrow. But I was feeling pressure to get the deer as soon as possible because we want to find one for Ryan. Yeah. And you were there, and McWaters is there, and there's more people with tags. And the goal is to get everybody set up and tagged out. So I hope you're enjoying this video series. I hope you're falling in love with coues if you aren't already. They're just a cool deer. Mm-hmm. And tune in next week to see how what happens next with Lampers. Spoiler alert, he gets on a giant. I spotted it, though. I did.
Well, if we're going there, I think I spotted it like a couple days before, like 2 miles away.
Perhaps. But, I mean, you're not going to want to miss it. It's a super cool hunt. The way it goes down is awesome. It's a dandy of a buck, and it's just a fun hunt. So tune in next Sunday for that. If you want to get in on the 2 giveaways, today's your day because the giveaways close at midnight tonight. Yep. You can get that backpack and the hiking package. If you shop at the Gritty store, every $10 gets you an entry. And shop at Stealthy, and you can get in on his package as well. Tonight's your last day. Every time you shop over there, use the code GRITTY. It helps us out, helps Ryan out. And without you, we wouldn't have this show. We wouldn't be able to do this show. So we want to thank you. And we'll see you next Sunday. Stay gritty.